Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ikmal Rizal. In my opinion today, in this video, I will talk a topic related to Marvel, which is Marvel Phase 4 or flop. I'm sure many of you know what Marvel is, and some of you know what this topic of mine is about, especially the Marvel fans. Well, as for introduction, Marvel Phase 4 is a phase where the storyline takes place after the event Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home. In this phase, there are various movies and TV series. As for the movies like Black Widow, Shang-Chi Legend of Ten Rings, and Spider-Man No Way Home, and many more. And for the TV series like The WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, and so on. Look interesting, right? But I see many people say that this Phase 4 of Marvel is quite bad and seems like a failed phase. Well, as a part of Marvel fans itself and have watched every movies and TV series in this Phase 4, I don't deny it and somewhat agree with that. Here's why. So firstly, it's in terms of the vibes and the feels of the story. Well, the vibes of the story kinda different than the previous phase. What I want to say here is, if you look and compare all the Marvel stories in the previous phase with this Phase 4, you can feel the difference in terms of the vibes of the story. It seems like something is off or missing and feels plain. For example, like the movies Eternals, Black Widow, and Thor Love and Thunder. Next, this is the most noticeable and often talked about, which is the poor CGI. Well, I don't want to complain too much about this, but you also can see the difference in the Marvel movie CGI between the previous phase with the Phase 4. It looks a bit strange and funny as it was not made by the professional. For example, in the Marvel movies Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and the TV series She-Hulk, you can see it here. For the last one is in terms of the storyline or story writing. Yes, in my opinion, in this Phase 4, there are some that have the story writing or storyline is a bit bland and lacking. For example, TV series Miss Marvel and She-Hulk. Again, you see I mentioned She-Hulk. Well, it's not like I overhate this story, but this is just from my opinions and perspective. You can judge it by watching it yourself. However, not all the Marvel movies and TV series in this Phase 4 are bad. Actually, there are also many that are interesting and good. For example, like TV series Loki and Moon Knight, and movies like Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, Spider-Man No Way Home, and also the latest Marvel movie in the cinema right now, which is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. For me, the following are interesting in terms of the CGI, the storyline or story writing, and the vibes or the feels of the story. And I highly recommend you to give it a try if you have not watching it yet. So in conclusion, Marvel Phase 4 is actually not that bad. It depends on the view and perspective of each viewer or audience. And yeah, all the statements in this video are just my opinion. You can judge for yourself by trying to watch all the Marvel movies and TV series in this Phase 4 to know more detail about it. So that's all from me. Spread positivity, stop negativity. Thank you. See ya. Assalamualaikum.